Hi everyone. I thought it would be a good idea for me to touch base with you all and do my second video because it's been over a fortnight since I recorded the first one, and the feedback I had from the first one was really positive. So thank you. Everyone felt, or from the feedback I had, felt like this is a good way for us to connect and felt a bit more human than always over the phone, that you get to have that bit more rapport with me over this video. So I'm going to keep these rolling and yeah, would love your feedback on those as well. So what I want to talk about in this quick video was about the workbooks that I sent you after the first video about, I'm going to talk through the workbook about how to fill it out if you haven't already done that, and also talk to you just about the cricket team and this whole idea of connecting us more. I have been a part of the APG Inspirational Leadership program that we've been running for the last, I'd say, 5 months at a senior leadership level, and I've been learning some great stuff in that around leadership and also about self-development and about teams. So we had this great session last week where we talked about groups, what a group is versus what a team is. And I just have on my computer here just sort of a brief description about what a group is. But basically, when you say group or team, people would think that's the same thing. And essentially it is at some level, but really a group is more composed of sort of 2 or 4 people that work really interdependently of each other. And a team, which is what we're supposed to be as a part of the cricket team, although the coaching and mentoring is one-on-one between you and I, a team is considered to work interdependently and is committed to achieve one common goal. And they share those responsibilities for those desired outputs and efforts. So I think because we are a cricket team, and the feedback I got last year was how can we be more connected as a team, then we need to sort of have something that we share to unite and to feel part of the team. Now I feel like I'm doing that a little bit through these videos and through people sharing some content that we can share around the group, but really I think we need to unify something between us. Now my thoughts were, what about if as a part of the team we had one common goal that we committed to achieving this year as a team? That might be that we all set our 3 Ps and we are going to smash them at the end of the year. I'm not 100% sure, so I want to throw that over to you as the cricket team and think about, is that something you think would be of value that you can achieve as a team, and it's something that is transferable across all your different sort of skill sets and levels. So have a think about that, and yeah, come back to me if you think that's something that we could do. Okay, so talking about the workbook. Now I have it open here, so if I'm just doing a quick read while I'm talking to you. Don't know how many of you have had the chance, I think most of you who watched the video would have had a chance to look at the workbook. If you haven't, I'm just going to do a quick run through of how the workbook, how I want you to view the workbook before you fill it out, and then yeah, give it a crack, because for some of you I'm probably going to catch up with you over the next fortnight, and I'd like to have an idea of where your kind of 3P goals are at already. So the step 1 in the workbook is about releasing of 2016, and I think that's really important for you guys to self-reflect on what you did in 2016. At the end of last year I sent everyone a bit of a wrap-up of what you and I had achieved. And that's a really nice, I actually did some stuff last year, and the year just didn't like blink and it was gone. So I really want you, before you can dive into what you want to achieve this year, what did you do last year, and did you tick off everything that you wanted to do last year? You know, what are the best things that happened in your life? What are the hardest things that happened? What lessons did you learn? What did you discover that you actually really want this year? What are you ready to let go of to really live how you want to feel this year? What experience, accomplishment are you most proud of that you did last year for yourself? And what are some of your favourite memories of 2016? So that's the first exercise to go through, a bit of a self-reflection. Step 2 of the workbook is a visualization exercise. Now, some of you would never have done this before, and I appreciate that. I hadn't really done it before until probably in the last sort of 12 months. But Visualization exercise is like sort of having a moment, closing your eyes and visualizing what you want to feel, be, do this year, because visualization is such a powerful tool to manifestation. If you can see something and you can visualize it's happening, then where your intentions go, the energy is going to flow. So you're probably going to start doing things in that field, reading things about that, following people, having conversation with people. This information is going to come into your life, and you're probably then more compelled to achieve what you want to, because you're constantly visualizing it. It's like turning that into reality. So there's a couple of videos on there. The first one I put on there was what is creative visualization for those who hadn't done it before. The second one is a 6-minute meditation visualization where you just need to close your eyes for 6 minutes, listen to the lady talk. She is a Kiwi. I'm married to one. I know their voice. No, I'm joking. So that's a 6-minute visualization. And then the last video that I put on there is a video actually from Tony Robbins. So some of you would be familiar with Tony's work. I mean, he's a huge superstar, but yeah, that's a nice one that goes for sort of 25 minutes if you can find the time to watch that. Step 3 is around making magic in 2017. You know, dreams are free, so why don't we have more of them? They don't cost anything. And dreaming doesn't have to be about material items. It can be things like having more freedom, being more fun, having more strength. Always remember when you're dreaming, you know, quality over quantity. Focus is essential, and self-care is compulsory for sustainable success. Meaning you need to take time out for yourself. You need to do something so that your brain can switch off and then re-energize. I know that Corey in our cricket team, for him, he likes to cycle every week. So he commits to doing that, and that's a bit of self-care for him. So good work, Corey, and I'm sure that a lot of other of you have something that you do, but keep that up. You know, how much rest and relaxation do you need or want? What relationships do you want to commit more time to this year? What are your travel adventures are you dreaming of? What are some talents or hobbies that you want to develop this year? Personal interests you want to explore? Any organizations or charities you want to support? Answering those questions will help you to find your purpose, and that goes into the next section of the book. You know, some people think they don't know what their purpose is. Deep down, you do know what it is. You just need some questions to help you pull it out of there. Things that can help you with that are the questions I have, like, what do you enjoy doing when you're a child, you know? How do you actually enjoy spending free time now? If money wasn't a factor, how would you spend your time? When do you feel most alive? What makes you feel drained? What are the last 5 Instagram or Facebook people that you started following, or pages? If you're not into social media, then what are the last 5 articles that you read, books, newspaper, whatever it might be? What do you love to talk about, and what could you talk about all day, every day? That's how you'll find what your purpose is. When your dreams flow, when you integrate your talents, your values, and your purpose. So I want you to think about, and again, this is self-reflection. I don't think you guys do enough of this, but what are your talents? And I've got lots of examples there. What are your values? What are the things that are really important to you? And then what is your purpose? Once you work through that section, you'll get to step 4 of the book, which is about creating crystal clear vision. And that's around what are the 1, 2, 3, 4 words about how you want to feel for 2017. Remember, mine were to be more open, more creative, more strong, and I want everything to flow so that my intentions this year fit around those words. And I can tell you that I am working in high vibration. I feel more alive by following these simple steps. So list as many as you want on that next page, and then put them in order of importance. From there, you'll be able to set your 3P intentions: your personal, your professional, and philanthropic. I don't know if I say that right, so someone tell me how to say it correctly. What are they for 2017? The nitty gritty of 3Ps. I've got some questions there around what are the nitty gritty around that. So who do you most want to help? What do people ask for your help or advice on? What are some personal experiences or challenges that you experience when you actually set goals? From there, you should be able to turn those intentions into actual SMART goals. Remember, I want them to be SMART because I want them to be specific. I want them to have a measure. I want them to be achievable. I want them to be realistic, and I want them to have a time bound around how you're going to achieve them. Because remember, this year, I want you to set out what you're going to do and achieve it, and I'm going to help you do that. So you're going to have your 3 Ps. The last section of the workbook is busting through roadblocks. So when do you feel most confident, proactive? And these are just some questions, again, about self-reflection. So I hope, again, and step 6 is making promises to yourself. So what are you going to create? What are you going to connect? What are you going to say yes to? What are you going to say no to this year? What are you going to spend less time doing? What are you going to spend more time doing? So I hope, again, that you've had a chance to read through the workbook, and that if you have and you've started working on it, that you are enjoying it. Whilst I also appreciate that this might not be the way that you learn, I would like you guys to be more open this year to being able to doing something like this. But if you really feel like it's not you, can you please let me know? And we'll be able to change the direction of the course for you. So I look forward to what we are going to achieve. And I said this in the last video this year. I'm going to touch base with most of you over the next week or 2 to set in a time to catch up. But if you have any questions, let me know. And if you've got anything you want to share in the cricket team, please share it with everyone, or you can send it to me to share. But I'd love you guys to start sharing stuff between you and have a think about if having one goal that we can achieve this year as a team is something that you think will ignite you. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.